everyone, this is Sasha bringing you a video tutorial today from BP4U, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the map. So here I have this map, and you can see that I'm kind of zoomed in right now on the United States, and we can just go ahead and we can zoom out then, and we can get kind of a picture of the world, and I can use this navigator over here to kind of move around as well, and if I click on it then I can move over and look at that particular area. So all of my pictures right now are not tagged for this map. So if I have a camera that does GPS settings, generally it can go ahead and tag that on the map for you. These pictures we're not taking on a camera with GPS settings, so I have to go in and manually enter that on my map myself. It's really easy to do. So to get kind of a little bit of a feel for what's going on here, so here is my navigator, and again I can move this around to navigate to a different place, and when I click on it, it will then move me to that right in here. Here I can zoom in and I can zoom out. I can also move this map up here around, but if you're zoomed in a lot, then it's easier to navigate by moving the navigator up here around. And then again I can zoom out. So here we have our photos that are visible on the map, which you can see right now I have none. The tagged photos, again, none of these are highlighted. I have none tagged on this map. My untagged photos, that would be all of these. None of these are tagged on this map. Let's go ahead and tag some photos on the map. So let's pretend that, let's see, this one, and this one, and this too kind of look like they're from the similar location. So we can pick a place here. Let's just say these were taken in Washington. So now we can move that up here and you can see the results of your search. Okay, so now we have this this little pin here. And so this little pin with the black dot in the middle is showing me my search result. So now I can drag these photos up here and I can drop them on that pin. And now I can see here that I have 5 pictures that were tagged up in this area. And of course we could have got more specific with it and said Seattle, Washington, or one of these other towns in Washington. But for the sake of what we're doing right now, that's not super important. But of course you can make that as detailed or as not detailed as you want that to. So now I can see that visible on the map I have 5 photos, and I have these 5 photos here are tagged and these 4 photos are not. So we can see that they are untagged. So let's go ahead and find another location and we will drop some of these other pictures into that location. For example, we can do so now we can get pretty specific here and we can show that we are going to drop a picture in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So let's say that this picture was taken in Pittsburgh. So we can just grab that photo and we can drop that there. And so now we have a photo that is tagged in Pittsburgh. And you can see that there. Again, we can say maybe we took some of these pictures in Italy. Maybe this little girl here with her basket. And again, we have these options where we can highlight these multiple photos and drag and drop them there. And so now we have All of our photos are visible here in this on our map. We have 2 photos here that are visible on this pin on our map. And if we go ahead and we zoom out, let's go way out. Now we can see all of these photos here that are visible on the map. So we've got this here. We can click on this one and I can see this photo here. If I click on this pin, oops, not my zoom. If I click on this pin, it's going to highlight those 5 photos that I had dropped over in this location, and so on. And so we have this really great map. Another side note I need to mention, if you are not connected to the internet, you may get nothing more than a blank screen. The map does require a internet connection, just because of the type of just because of how Lightroom has that designed. So the map can be really helpful. It can be just something that is really good and useful to use. And it can be something really awesome. You also have some of this metadata over here, and if I click on that, I can see that I now have my location here that I had dropped onto the map. You can see that this picture has been taken in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is in the United States. It's got my GPS location. And again, just like in all of the other types of metadata here, I can go ahead and I can add some of my own, my title, my caption, I've got my file name. I can add one of my copyright presets, and so on. So that is also something that you can do, and then of course you can highlight multiple photos and sync that metadata as well. So thank you for watching this video tutorial. Happy mapping!